Okay, I'm going to show you this is the area surface of a cone. The formula for this is it's fairly easy. Okay, first of all, we know that the area of a circle, right, and which would be the base. Okay, I'm just going to call it the end. Okay, is going to be pi r squared. To get the surface area of the actual cone part, which we're calling the tube in all these examples, right? It's going to be pi times the radius times the length of the slant. Now I'm going to put L for length of the slant. So that's this. Now, the reason why we have to designate this, it's a little different with this one. So problem 6 is different. Problem 1 is going to work this way, right? So let's just do the end of this thing first. So the end is pi r squared, which is equal to pi times 2 squared, right? So if I take out your calculator, remember you got a pi key, which makes this a whole lot easier for doing this. Second function arrow up is pi times 2x squared. You get the number 12.6 inches squared. And now I'm going to do the tube, which is pi RL. In this case, it'd be pi times 2 times 7. And that's going to be 2 times second function arrow up times 7. I get 44, more or less, inches squared. You're going to add them together. Remember, add these together because you have to do the tube and the end when doing these things. So 44 plus 12.6, you should get 56.6 inches squared. Right? Looking at this guy, they're taking the height of the actual cone, right? Not the slant, the height. So you have to break this out using the Pythagorean theorem. And as a refresher for that, we've done that a numerous amount of times. I'm going to set my pyramid up, my triangle up exactly as you're seeing it right here. And if you can remember, this is a 3, 4, 5 triangle, right? This must be 5. How do I know that? C squared is going to be equal to A squared plus B squared, okay? And if I didn't know what C was, I know what it is looking at this example, I would just make C equal to the square root of 3 squared. The little side we usually call A, and this is B, right? This is just a refresher, plus B squared, which would be 4 squared. C equals 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 4 is 16. C equals the square root of 25, which is equal to 5. Okay? Then we're just putting it all in exactly as we did over here. So we could take the bottom part first. Pi r squared equals, right? Pi times 3 squared. And for all practical reasons, I'll put it in the calculator. Second function, square root up times 3 squared. I get 28.3 inches squared. And let's do this pi LR, pi RL. I said that backwards, but therefore it'd be pi times the length. We now is determined to be 5 inches times 5 times 3 equals I get 47.12, 47.1 inches squared. First, we're going to add them. So we get that plus 28.3. My answer is going to be 75.4 inches squared. Okay? So just remember, if you see the little right-hand triangle in the bottom, in the center of this thing, that tells you have to get the hypotenuse to get the outside. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense.